A plastic injection mold machine is a precision mechanical tool that forms melted plastic into usable parts. Molds often have to make parts that consistently measure within a 1/1000th of an inch of each other. Considering that a human hair is about 2/1000ths of an inch, you can see how any kind of damage to a mold or poor adjustments on the machines can affect its ability to produce good parts. A mold can be made out of aluminum, steel, or other metals. The type of metal used for a mold will depend mostly on the needs of the customer. Here are some basic terms regarding molds. A two-plate mold is one of the most basic molds used in plastic injection molding. A two-plate mold consists of a stationary half, which is side A, or the front half, and a movable half, which is side B, or the back half. The stationary half has a clamp plate, which is used for support and to attach the mold to the molding machine, and a cavity plate. The cavity plate is where the melted plastic will usually form the outside shape of the part. The cavity plate is often called the A plate or the A half. The locating ring on the A plate is used to line up the mold in the press during setup. A sprue bushing is a part of the mold that allows the nozzle of the press to seat up against the mold. All plastic entering the mold flows through the sprue bushing. The sprue bushing is the place where the plastic first enters the mold. The stationary half gets clamped to the platen of the injection molding machine. The movable half of the two-plate mold is what opens and closes, or moves back and forth as the press runs its cycles. The movable half consists of a core plate and the ejector housing. Molds often have to make parts that consistently measure within a 1/1000th of an inch of each other. Slides and cams assist in creating these details, and they are normally located in the B plate. The ejector housing contains components that are used to eject the part from the mold. Ejector pins are typically used to eject the plastic from the mold. On a two-plate mold, the runners and gates are formed between the cavity plate and the core plate. The place where the cavity and core plates come together is called the parting line. A three-plate mold is typically used when the gate is not wanted along the parting line or when multiple gates are required. The gate for the part that's being shown in this picture is not along the parting line. This three-plate mold is often used when making symmetrical parts or large parts. To accomplish this, a center plate is added between the clamp plate and the cavity plate. On three-plate molds, the runners and gates come in from the back of the cavity plate. The center plate forms the runner and gate systems. When the cavity plate separates from the center plate, the parts are automatically detached from the runners. It's also possible to create many different part numbers for our customers using the same mold. This is done by using replaceable inserts to change over the existing part number to a new part number. Sometimes it's desirable to build a mold that produces parts without making any runners. This is called runnerless molding, hot sprue, heated runner systems, or a manifold system. These molds are designed so that the plastic in the runner systems of the mold is not allowed to cool. Only the part and the gated area are cooled and ejected at the end of the cycle.